So, did y'all see Being Mary Jane this past week?
Yes.
So what did y'all think about the end of the episode and how, I guess, Mary Jane and Andre are done?
I think she'll take you back. You love Avery. You love your kids. You guys just gotta figure that stuff out.
Do you think that they're really done?
I think at this point it's just a game to her. It's like, it's dramatics. It's like, oh, we're gonna be done, and you tell all your friends we're gonna be done, and y'all not done.
My thing was she was like, you don't love me, and he didn't say anything like to refute that. That's what it was like. I don't like that. Like, that's when you say, yes, I do.
Girl,
And
I
he
told
was
you.
just like,
I
think that's why
I told you.
But I think that's why it's not going to be done, because it's always open-ended on his end.
The fact that he didn't tell his wife and kids lets me know that he's not ready to be done.
no.
Right.
And I understand, that's a hard conversation to have to tell your kids, I'm not gonna live here anymore. That he's already not there though.
Right.
I'm not gonna be living here anymore, and your mother and I are getting a divorce. But the fact that he literally ran from it,
Yeah.
just shows that he probably does still love his wife.
Right. I think it's all like a distraction of sorts. Mary Jane is fun. She's different from Avery. That's her name, right? Avery?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She's different from her. I mean, she's like the thing that's like the single fun. I'll do this.
Right.
I'm sexually uninhibited in a way about certain things, and so for him, he's like, yes, this is my out. This is what I need to get out of this, relationship. But really, he hasn't really come to terms with how he feels about, his wife and his marriage and what he wants to do as far as his children. So that's why he couldn't tell them, even though he was supposed to come, tell your kids. It's like, and he just ran out the house.
But girl, I'm telling you, Mary Jane is just desperate. And in general,
Yeah.
like, I just feel like, okay, she's one of those things, people, it's like, okay, if this relationship is not gonna work, let me get into this next thing.
Right.
Which sounds like Andre.
Exactly. I feel like Mary Jane is what Avery maybe used to be when they first met. Driven, really passionate, really fun. And then she got, she had kids, she got older,
Yeah.
and then she just settled down a little bit. And he's trying to get that back, but with another woman.
Well, what y'all think about another marriage, real life marriage? Kimora, happy got apparently married second, third time, whatever, if we want to consider her last one a real marriage.
It was a real marriage.
Well,
wasn't
I guess it
technically
wasn't
a
like
marriage.
legal
Yeah, it wasn't
here,
legal.
but that's
In
I
the
considered
US.
it a
I
marriage.
did
This
too.
one was like, it wouldn't be a marriage.
Yeah, no.
I think it's
If they're married in another country, you don't consider it a real marriage?
I mean, I guess they were married, but it's just not. I'm not saying it didn't matter, but I'm just saying like it wasn't technical here, so they were able to just part when it was over. So, but I just think it's interesting. We don't know how long she's actually been with Tim, so I don't know. I mean, if she's happy, that's cool. But when you have 3 kids, it's like I would kind of try to take things as slow as possible.
Yeah.
It's like no rush into having another marriage. Like what it's like.
Yeah. And it's just hilarious. I mean, first off, I'm like, Russell, I need you to stop telling folks
Her business.
Right, like I get. But I want to know one person who really believes she was with Birdman. First off,
No one.
because I'm like, you didn't even need to respond to that rumor to begin with.
Some of our readers was like, y'all late, that happened to us, so and so. I was like, that is a lie.
That was her weed man. They were they got high together, and that was the extent of that relationship. There was no consummation whatsoever.
It's really true.
She said, I'll never forget what she said on her show. She was like, money comes and goes, husbands come and go, but these kids are like, that's all I have. That's what's forever.
Yeah.
So I feel like it may not be anything for her to just keep getting
because
married.
Husbands don't need to come and go. Like,
But they
you
can.
have
And
boyfriends.
in her
Right.
instances,
Did you know that's an option? Well, Ludacris. They got some paper. They have some papers on him apparently. I think
It's financial.
right. The mother of his child, not his baby mama, was like $15K a month or something to take care of the baby who's 2 months old and needs formula and diapers. Like $15K. Right. So, but he's claiming because of Paul Walker's death and not having Fast and Furious, he can't afford it.
Right. Because of that hiatus.
so what, they cut the check after the movies in theaters? Is that how it works?
No, they would give him the check like during the filming and stuff, I guess. And so because they're not filming because he died, they took a hiatus.
Okay.
They're not getting paid. Where's the back money?
Exactly.
Like this is all you had after years of rapping? I can't afford I can't.
But this is, I don't believe, he might not have $15K a month. He might not have it. He probably doesn't. But we also see you taking these very extravagant vacations with Kevin Hart. And unless Kevin's paying the bills, I need to know, like, why you can't. Right, Kevin has it.
Right now.
Kevin has it.
Don't do it.
Ludacris had it back in the day too, probably.
Well, you need to have some savings.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be having sex on a
I
condom,
honestly think he's fine. I feel like his point is probably more you don't ever need $15,000 to take care of your child.
you don't. But that's what happens when you be raw dogging with people. They can really do what they want.
Like even with the Chris Bosh thing, when you're supposed to make like $11 million in 1 year, to me,
yeah,
you can do that.
Cause you're trying to scheme. Like Ludacris, at least it's like I for real don't have no income coming in. At least because of that. Chris Bosh, we know how much you make, and then you're trying to lie and say you live in Texas and you play for Miami Heat. Yeah.
But these women, they do need to do better, because you shouldn't be out here living in squalor before you have a child with anybody and then expect them to take care of you, especially when it don't work out. But at the same token, it's like when you, like she said, when you don't protect yourself as a man, when the time comes, you will pay whatever you need to pay because you got it.